We are at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps for round 11 of Season 2 of the SCRL Red Bull Formula 1 Series. The number 20 of Ty Dent will lead us to the green flag. Starting beside him is the 88 of Zachary Fitzwater. Rest of the starting lineup for today's race. All 22 entries are, of course, here. And the last round at Magny Cours, Nick Kinley finally broke through and scored his first win of Season 2. But he is back to starting way in the back in 19th spot here at Spa. Of course, Spa, we had some pretty good races here in the lower divisions like Formula E and Formula 2. We'll see how the main series handles this track. This will be the first ever race at Spa here in the Formula 1 division, so it'll be very interesting to see how these cars handle this track. Ty Dent, who went 5 years without a win in this league, broke through earlier in the season with back-to-back wins at Zandorf and Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. We'll see if he can translate that success here at Spa. But beside him, he's got some tough challengers. Zachary Fitzwater, he's got Silverstone race winner Roger McLaughlin behind them. They got Colin Dryberg, Trey Wright, Riley Spurley-Tube, Nick Kennedy. Anything could happen here at Spa. And now for those most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field is rolling off. 6 laps is today's distance. It's a beautiful day here at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. Ty Dent looking to continue the hot streak he's been on since returning to this league. Scored 1 career win earlier in his career at Homestead in the Classic Truck Series season finale at Homestead. Went on a long losing streak, 5 years, because he mostly focused on his own league and has not been competing in this league. But he is back with a vengeance, and he's already won twice. As the drivers slowly make a way around the final turn, the trouble turn as it was, and many races here. Pull the belts tight. We are racing 6 laps here at Spa. And there's a green flag. We're racing for the first ever time here at Spa in the Red Bull Formula 1 Series. Off into turn number 1. Up the hill. Zachary Fitzwater trying to clear. Looks like he will. But Ty Dent fighting back on the outside. Fitzwater trying to clear. Looks like he will. Past the Michelin sign. We head for our first S's. Ty Dent trying to dive under Fitzwater. Not able to. Battle. Oh, the 2 team cars. Roger McLaughlin and Trevor Collins made contact. No caution. Whoa. Sebastian Torres just wrecked. David Solomon. And now the caution is out. So we are racing it back. Well, we got another car off track. That is Colin Dryberg in the Mercedes. So Zachary Fitzwater cleared Ty Dent in the first turn. Slowly pulling away. Ty Dent trying to close in, get his lead back. He's got a good run. Coming off the turn. He's going to... Nope. Decides not to make the pass. Not yet as we head into the S's. Taking it nice and slow, nice and easy, making no mistakes. Looks like everybody else was able to make it. There you see David Solomon trailing the field after his little spin he had. Tight end trying to close in on Zachary Fitzwater. This is the same turn that Mohammed Zain Abdullah took the lead on the last lap in the Formula 2 division. Not able to close in, Ty Dent. As we head toward the final 2 turns, this is the troubled turn, mostly. See if they can make it through without a scratch. Looks like they're able to. Heading toward the final turn. We'll see if drivers have any problems. Fitzwater goes a little bit wide. That's all right. Tight end trying to close in. Coming down to the start finish line, it'll be Zachary Fitzwater Sr. leading the first ever laps in Formula 1 competition here at Spa. And we are officially under caution for the first time here at Spa. Our first lap was a caution lap. As the field catches back up, we'll take a look and see what brought out the caution. So first off, let's take a look and see what happened to Trevor Collins and Roger McLaughlin. Looks like Trevor Collins went a little bit wide going into the turn, comes back across the track, hits Roger McLaughlin. McLaughlin keeps on going, but Trevor Collins goes for a spin. So I'm pretty sure those 2 team cars will be having a little bit of a discussion back in the paddock after the race is over. Now we go further behind to David Solomon. There you see the contact right there. And this is what brought out the caution. Sebastian Torres trying to get around Trevor Collins. Collins comes back across the track in front of Sebastian. Sebastian has nowhere to go. Hits Collins. Comes back across the track. Hits David Solomon, who spins him out into the gravel trap. And that was enough to trigger the caution. There it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's cause a caution. This should be a quick one. We'll take you back to the restart. And we are back. We're going to get the restart with 3 laps to go, which will officially be the halfway point. No one is out of the race. We still have all 22 cars. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is our race leader. Second is Ty Dent. Third is Joseph Huffman. Fourth, Carter Friesen. Fifth, Trey Wright. Sixth, Bryanson Hill. Seventh, Roger McLaughlin. Eighth, Riley Spurley-Tube. Ninth, Tanner Hill. And 10th is Cassie Dent. So I believe if we have another caution, depending on the lap, we might, no promise, might have a 1-lap shootout. Of course, sometimes on road courses, you think you have a chance at a 1-lap shootout, but they don't go green. So these drivers have to race every single lap like it is the last lap. Can Zachary Fitzwater hold off Ty Dent, who has, oh, we got a car that's having problems. That is Richard Torres. And he will stall on the track right there. We'll see if that will extend the caution lap as he teleports back to pit road. Nope. So we will now have 21 cars on track. As I was saying, these drivers have to race every single lap like it is their last because it very might as well be. Zachary Fitzwater trying to hold off Ty Dent, who has been on a hot streak this season. 2 wins back-to-back at Zandorf and Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Zachary Fitzwater himself looking for his first career Formula 1 division win. Of course, his son, Zachary Fitzwater Jr., has been performing very well in the Formula 2 division, trying to find success himself here in the Formula division. Going around the turn that Mohammed Zain Abdullah took the lead on the last lap. round 2 at Spa in the Formula 2 division. We'll see if this turn will play any factors in deciding who wins this race. Zachary Fitzwater, a former champion in his own right, a former champion in the Rainbow Dash Truck Series, which I'm pretty sure he would love to have that series return so he could defend his championship. But right now, he's focused on trying to get that first ever Formula 1 Series win. The pace car has already pulled into the pits. You see Richard Torres's car on pit road. We'll have to see if that car will get back out on track or not. Don't worry, that was the pace car scraping the wall. That's a little bug. Into the last turn. Fitzwater goes wide. That's all right. They'll sort it out before they get to the start-finish line. There they go. Here we go. We are officially halfway. And we're back to racing here at Spa. And you already got drivers trying to go for position as you head off towards turn number 1. Fitzwater blocks the inside line to prevent Ty Dent from getting a run on him. Ty is currently battling Joseph Huffman for second. Huffman will go around on the inside, being pushed by Carter Friesian in the 9 car, team car to Nick Kennedy. As they head off towards this turn, Fitzwater with a pretty big advantage. But we saw Bafo Sacco had the same pretty big lead, and he got passed on the last lap, so we'll see what happens. Roger McLaughlin, despite that contact with his teammate, still running in the top 10. You see poor Richard Torres currently on pit road. Still trying to figure out what the problem is with that car. You got the 2 Mercedes battling, Colin Dryberg and Steve Larker. It's not been a good season for Colin Dryberg, really. Considering. Look at Bryson Hill trying to go around Ty Dent. Ty Dent has dropped back quite a lot since the start. He didn't have the greatest of starts. Bryson Hill trying to join his brother Tanner Hill in the win column. But Ty will have the preferred line, being pushed by Trey Wright, our Melbourne race winner. Fitzwater slowly making his way through the turns, taking it nice and easy. He's got a good advantage over Joseph Huffman and Carter Friesian. Then Ty Dent, you got Trey Wright, Roger McLaughlin having a good last few races. A basically unknown driver before this season started, but he has already picked up a win at Silverstone, one of the most historic tracks in the Formula division. Bryson Hill, of course, brother to Tanner Hill, who has found success earlier in the season at Shanghai and Monaco. But they're all up. There's Richard Torres. Torres is back out on track. Battle for position. Here comes Bryson Hill, still battling Roger McLaughlin. Something's got to give. Bryson Hill will continue to battle Roger McLaughlin for 6th. It looks like Roger McLaughlin will win that battle. Fitzwater slowly making his way through the final turn. And we will head down this long front stretch to start lap number 4. There it is, 2 laps to go. If a caution comes out, the race will be over. As Zachary Fitzwater heads up the hill, he has a 3-second lead over Joseph Huffman. Carter Friesian, 4 seconds behind. And Ty Dent back to 4th. Currently dealing with Trey Wright. Here comes Trey. We'll see if Trey can pass Ty. He should have the preferred line. Or not. Ty slides, though. Here comes Trey on the inside, now outside. Too bad this isn't for the lead. Trey still fighting Ty. This will be for fourth. It's not a podium, but never give up until the race is over. But Ty will have to because he has the outside lane. Still no caution, keeping an eye on that. Sebastian Torres and David Solomon racing side by side. Nick Kennedy battling with Colin Jubber. That's two well-known drivers, but they're battling outside the points right now. Battle for position. We got Riley Spurley Tube battling Bryson Hill. Spurley Tube, the driver with the most wins here in the Formula One division. Not fair. Well, he is faring well. He's in the top 10. He is in points. Oh, but here comes Tanner Hill, trying to spoil the party. Being pushed by his Toro Rosso sister teammate, the number 33 of Gordon Smith. But Gordon Smith trying to pass Tanner Hill. We're watching this because there's no battle up front. Fitzwater's just pulled away from this battle for second between Carter Friesian and Joseph Huffman. Here comes Carter. Trey Wright has passed Ty Dent for fourth. Carter Friesian trying to pass on the outside. It worked for Mohamed Zain Abdullah in the Formula 2 division, but it will not work here in the Formula 1. No caution yet. We're keeping an eye on it because that could be the deciding factor. The next flag will end the race, whether it's the caution or the white flag. Joseph Huffman able to maintain second, third. Carter Friesian, fourth. Ty Dent, oh, but not for long. Here comes Trey Wright to take it back. These two drivers have been battling for past few laps. As we head off towards the final turn, Zachary Fitzwater all by himself. He has to make it back around 4 more miles. White flag, 1 lap to go for Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Can he make it back? Rafael Sacco had a pretty big lead in the Formula 2 race and he lost it, so anything could happen. Joseph Huffman goes up the hill. Carter Friesian follows. Looks like Trey Wright has won the battle for fourth. Ty Dent about to lose fifth now to Roger McLaughlin. And here comes Riley Spurley Tube. Team car, the Trey Wright, the 1-2 tag team of Trey Wright and Riley Spurley Tube. Both drivers have won for that team this season. For the back, Gordon Smith battling Tanner Hill. This is for the final point spot. Looks like Gordon Smith will get the point for now. You see Roger McLaughlin passing Ty Dent. This will be for fifth. And poor Richard Torres stalled on the track, waiting for someone else to crash, but no one has. So it looks like Richard will trail here at Spa for Ferrari. As you see, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., a multiple-time race winner and multiple series, has never found success here in the Formula 1 division. His son, Zachary Fitzwater Jr., a winner in the Formula 2. His wife, Henrietta Fitzwater, a winner also as well in the Formula 2 division. But Zachary Fitzwater Sr. has yet to score a win. He slowly makes his way through the S's for the final time. Taking it nice and easy on the gears. He's got a 3-second lead advantage over Joseph Huffman. No mistakes by that number 88 car. Taking it nice and easy. Doesn't have to push the issue. Looks like everybody's settled in just a little bit. Yep. Zachary Fitzwater has to make it through 2 more turns. And his losing streak in the Formula One division will finally come to an end. Makes it nice and easy through that turn. Joseph Huffman closing in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Makes his way toward the final turn. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. winless here in the Formula One division. In Season 1, the 11th race of the season, he will finally break that streak off the final turn. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. scores his first Formula One Series win. He wins here at Spa. As the rest of the field completes their lap. There we go. And another pretty good race here at Spa. And a win for Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Here are your race results. Zachary Fitzwater finally scores his first career Formula One Series win. Second, Joseph Huffman. Third, Carter Friesen. Fourth, Trey Wright. Fifth, Roger McLaughlin. Sixth, Riley Spurley-Tube. Seventh, Gordon Smith. Eighth, Ty Dent. Ninth, Jack Halleck. And 10th was Tanner Hill. Rest of your race results. All 22 drivers finished the race on the lead lap. No one was out. And Fitzwater just destroyed his car. That's all right. Well, we will take you to victory lane for the very first time here in the Formula One Series with the number 88, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Here are your point standings after the 11th race of the season at Spa. Riley Spurley-Tube is still our points leader. He has a 6-point lead over Spa race winner Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Third is Tanner Hill, 7 points behind. Fourth is Ty Dent, 8 points behind. And fifth is Colin Dryberg, 11 points behind. Sixth is Sebastian Torres. Seventh is Trey Wright. Eighth, Carter Friesen. Ninth, Joseph Huffman. And 10th is Jack Halleck. 11th is Roger McLaughlin. 12th, Nick Kennedy. 13th, Steve Larker. 14th, Marcus Sassachi. 15, Tony Newman. 16, David Solomon. 17, Cassie Dent. 18, Bryson Hill. 19, Richard Torres. And 20th is Gordon Smith. 21st, Trevor Collins. And last in points is Patrick Smith, still the only driver not to receive points here on Season 2. That is your point standings after round 11 at Spa. We will next see you at round 12 at the Yas Marina Circuit for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And until then, keep the hammer down and we'll see you at the track.